So this is how to edit email content in the Shoreditch Business School site. You are slightly restricted on what you can and can't edit yourselves. So I'm looking at the administration area. I come down to WooCommerce and I go to settings. Once the settings page loads, that gives me a separate set of tabs. So I go into emails, and this will show me a list of all the emails which are set up. If there is a blue tick on the left, it means that email will be sent. If an email has been turned off, it will look like this with a cross, okay, to say that those emails are not being sent. Under the recipients column, you'll see whether this is a customer facing email or an internal email. Those are really the only two kinds. When you look at, for example, a customer facing email, and let's look at, for example, the processing order, which is effectively a successful purchase. We click on manage, and this is the same interface for all emails. You will find some fields that you can change. So the subject of the email can be changed. If you have this little sort of handlebars with site_title in it, that will replace that string with Shoreditch Business School. So this will say your Shoreditch Business School order has been received. And the email heading will be thank you for your order. That is what would appear at the bottom here in the content. And then we have additional content, which you can also change. And here's store email is a short code string there as well, as we call it. It shows you these are the different things that you can use. So the website address, the URL, the date of the order and the order number and so on can all be put into the content here. You can choose if you want to CC or BCC anybody in as well. And then it shows you the preview. So this additional content is actually at the bottom of the email down here. Thanks again. Everything else within this email cannot be edited through the administration panel. You will need to speak to us if you wish to edit any of this content. It's because this content is different on every email and is system generated. So this is showing all of the products and the order number and all of that kind of thing. If we just have a look at a different email, for example, if we then go to the reset password email, we may see the same thing. So, you know, reset password in the subject and all this sort of thing. But again, it's the content that's relevant to that email. Okay, so if you want us to change this, we can do that for you, but you need to raise a support ticket. The other thing I'd like to show you is how to actually change the way the email appears, and that is actually on the on settings emails on the main page again. Down at the very bottom here, you can see this is sort of like your from name and your from address. Be very careful if changing this, because we'll need to make sure that the correct DNS entries are in place, and otherwise you could end up in spam. But you can change the image that we have at the top, the text that is in the bottom, which is the sort of, at the moment, this is the disclaimer text. And then you can change some of the colors as well. And you'll see those in the preview down here. So you can make sure you can send a test email to yourself and that kind of thing. And like you say, you can preview all of the different emails and how they would look in the theme that you've changed on both a mobile and a desktop screen.